So I was playing Sonic Cross Worlds when the thought crossed my mind to leave a review for those who may come to Lincoln Terrace Apartments moving forward. Um, I love living here because the property owner is pretty awesome and provides a pretty cozy atmosphere. We didn't have an apartment history, and most places demand you have an apartment history where we live. Um, but we didn't. They didn't require one, so we moved in, and it's been pretty cool. We've had our ups and downs. The landlord was pretty aggressive with us, especially when my sister moved in near it next door. We had some hiccups here and there, but aside from that, she's been pretty professional with me personally. So I don't have an issue with her. But the property itself, like, only live here if you're a college student or you're moving out of your parents' house and you need an apartment history before you move into a real apartment. This one lacks basic amenities you would typically expect or have in a normal apartment. Technically, these apartments are townhouses. They're poorly insulated. Our electric bill was $518 when that blizzard hit alone. And that's not just one day of heating was required. No, that's just like the entire month required $518 of heating. The bill was like maybe 350 before the month prior, so a $200 spike. I called the electric company, told them about the discrepancy between the voltometers and the readings that I took and the readings that their system took. And there's a big discrepancy because the wiring outside of the house is very bad. It's exposed to the elements, and they don't replace it. They don't take very good care of it. So a lot of power is actually lost, and their voltometer out there reads that. But it'll charge you for the lost power instead of them actually deducting that from your bill. They'll charge you for all the power that they lose, that because they say it's yours, but that's not how it works. So I'm already suing them for that. They just haven't gotten the lawsuit yet. Anyways, moving forward, these apartments don't have insulation. The plumbing hardly ever works right. We paid $250 a month in water bill when it was initially not just $98 a month. And the rest of the infrastructure is barely holding together. They renovated these apartments. They were basically destroyed. And they're trying to get back the money that they made on the loans that they took out to renovate these apartments, but price gouging people and poorly laying out infrastructure just causes things like this review to happen. Usually when you live in a place like this, or when you pay this much for rent, the property owners at least take out the trash or provide a means for trash disposal for you. They don't even do that. In fact, I remember when Mrs. Kathy realized like she was having this issue, she went door to door to tell people, y'all take out your own trash. Which I'm finding out now after reading stuff about the Better Business Bureau that that's actually illegal. They're supposed to be taking out the trash for us. They can't tell us to take it out. We can take it out if we want to. Um, I'm just some of the legalities are a little gray. So if you don't do your own research and look at the laws, you may think that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't sound like it makes any sense. But no, the apartment complex is actually responsible for disposal. As long as you're paying your Lexserv bill, that is. Um, so like they charge us $1K a month for one bedroom, $1,300 for two, $100 per pet, which is ridiculous. Living here, you're basically getting price gouged just to endure the absurdly high bills. It'd be different if we were getting charged like maybe $850 for one bedroom and maybe $1,150 or $1,200 for a two bedroom, but $1,300, $250 for water, nearly $500 for electricity, $200 for basically everything else combined. Like living in a two bedroom apartment, our total bills should not be $2,000 a month. They shouldn't. If you can't afford at least $2,300 or $2,400 on the worst months, then you should live either on campus if you're a college student, or maybe pay your parents' rent a little while longer until you can find the right apartment. Even if you don't like the rules of their house, anything is better than living here. Roughly half of the time, our washer and dryer were out of commission, and we spent entire weeks, sometimes a month, and sometimes longer, waiting for them to replace our washer and dryer. My brother lost two entire loads of laundry because one time the washer refused to finish working mid wash, and then the next time the dryer stopped working mid dry. So he lost 2 entire loads of clothes that were just destroyed because they could not fix them in time. Truthfully, now that I think about it, he has mobility issues, and I was still in a bit of a stupor. We could have just walked to the laundromat and taken his clothes there, but we were told that they would replace that stuff like within the day, and next thing you know, next week has passed. Then the week after that, then the week after that, and we still don't have a new washer. We still don't have a new dryer. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't add up. Seriously, take the time to look elsewhere. This place is not Better Business Bureau accredited. Lease at your own risk. Mookie out.